Negotiating a job offer can feel intimidating, but it's a crucial step in shaping your career and future. In this video, we'll walk you through the essential strategies and practical tips to help you confidently negotiate your next job offer. Whether you're a recent graduate or a seasoned professional, understanding how to approach negotiations can make a significant difference in your compensation, benefits, and overall job satisfaction. Let's start by exploring why negotiation matters and how it can empower you to get the best possible outcome from your next opportunity. Many people accept the first offer they receive, but negotiation is more than just about money. It's about ensuring your role, responsibilities, and benefits align with your goals and values. Negotiating can lead to better pay, improved benefits, and even more flexible work arrangements. Employers often expect candidates to negotiate, and doing so demonstrates your confidence and understanding of your worth. Remember, the initial offer is rarely the final one, and there's usually room for improvement if you approach the conversation thoughtfully. Before you enter any negotiation, it's important to know your value in the market. Research salary ranges for your role, industry, and location using reliable sources like salary websites, industry reports, and professional networks. This information gives you a solid foundation for your negotiation and helps you set realistic expectations. Being informed also shows the employer that you've done your homework and are serious about your career. Let's look at how to gather this information effectively. Once you receive a job offer, take time to review all aspects, not just the salary. Consider benefits like health insurance, retirement plans, vacation days, remote work options, and professional development opportunities. Make a list of what's most important to you and where you might want to negotiate. Sometimes, non-monetary benefits can be just as valuable as a higher salary. Understanding the full package helps you prioritize your negotiation points and ensures you don't overlook valuable perks. Timing is key when negotiating a job offer. Avoid discussing salary or benefits too early in the interview process. Wait until you have a formal offer in hand before starting negotiations. This puts you in a stronger position because the employer has already decided they want you. If you're asked about salary expectations early on, try to deflect politely or provide a broad range based on your research. The right timing can make your negotiation more effective and less stressful. Before entering negotiations, clarify your own priorities. What matters most to you? Is it salary, flexible hours, remote work, or opportunities for advancement? Knowing your top priorities helps you focus your negotiation and communicate clearly with the employer. It also allows you to make trade-offs if necessary. Write down your must-haves and nice-to-haves so you're prepared to discuss them confidently during the negotiation. Preparation is essential for a successful negotiation. Gather evidence of your achievements, skills, and the value you bring to the company. Be ready to explain why you deserve a better offer, using specific examples from your experience. Practice your talking points so you can present your case confidently and professionally. The more prepared you are, the more persuasive you'll be during the negotiation. While it's important to aim high, setting realistic expectations is key to a productive negotiation. Consider the company's size, industry, standards, and your own experience level. Be open to compromise and understand that not every request may be granted. Setting a reasonable target helps you negotiate confidently without risking the offer. Remember, negotiation is a two-way conversation, not a demand. Practicing your negotiation pitch can boost your confidence and help you communicate more effectively. Role-play with a friend or mentor, or rehearse in front of a mirror. Focus on your tone, body language, and clarity. Anticipate possible questions or objections from the employer and prepare thoughtful responses. The more you practice, the more natural and persuasive you'll sound during the real negotiation. When you're ready to negotiate, initiate the conversation professionally and respectfully. Express your enthusiasm for the role and appreciation for the offer. Then, present your case for adjustments, focusing on your research and the value you bring. Use positive language and avoid making demands. A collaborative tone sets the stage for a productive negotiation and shows that you're interested in finding a win-win solution. Backing up your requests with data makes your negotiation more compelling. Reference your market research, industry benchmarks, and any relevant salary reports. Share this information with the employer to justify your counteroffer. Data-driven arguments are harder to dismiss and show that your requests are reasonable and well-founded. This approach also demonstrates your professionalism and preparation. Clarity is crucial in negotiations. Clearly state what you're asking for, whether it's a higher salary, more vacation days, or flexible work hours. Avoid vague language or leaving things open to interpretation. Being specific helps the employer understand your needs and makes it easier for them to respond. It also reduces the risk of misunderstandings later on. Throughout the negotiation, maintain a professional and positive attitude. Even if the employer can't meet all your requests, thank them for considering your points. Avoid negative language or ultimatums, as these can damage the relationship. A positive approach keeps the conversation constructive and increases the likelihood of reaching a mutually beneficial agreement. Negotiation is a two-way conversation. Listen carefully to the employer's responses and concerns. Active listening shows respect and helps you understand their perspective. It also allows you to address any objections and find creative solutions. Sometimes, listening can reveal opportunities for compromise that you hadn't considered. It's normal for employers to push back on some requests. If you encounter objections, respond calmly and respectfully. Ask clarifying questions to understand their concerns and look for ways to address them. Sometimes, you can offer alternatives or suggest compromises. Handling objections gracefully keeps the negotiation on track and shows your professionalism. Remember, salary is just one part of the job offer. Don't forget to negotiate other elements like bonuses, stock options, signing bonuses, relocation assistance, and professional development funds. Sometimes, if salary is non-negotiable, you can improve your overall compensation by focusing on these additional benefits. Think holistically about what matters most to you. Negotiation often involves give and take. Be prepared to compromise on some points to reach an agreement. Decide in advance which items are non-negotiable and which you're willing to be flexible on. Compromise shows that you're reasonable and willing to work with the employer, which can help build a positive working relationship from the start. It's important to recognize when you've reached the limit of what the employer can offer. Pushing too hard can risk the offer or damage your relationship with the company. If you've achieved most of your goals or the employer has explained their constraints, it may be time to accept the offer or politely decline. Knowing when to stop is a key part of successful negotiation. Once you've reached an agreement, make sure all terms are documented in writing. This includes salary, benefits, start date, and any special arrangements. Having everything in writing protects both you and the employer and ensures there are no misunderstandings later. Review the final offer letter carefully before signing. Regardless of the outcome, always thank the employer for their time and consideration. Expressing gratitude leaves a positive impression and can help maintain a good relationship even if you decide not to accept the offer. A simple thank you goes a long way in professional settings. Sometimes, your negotiation will result in a counteroffer. Take time to evaluate it carefully. Compare it to your original priorities and see how well it meets your needs. Don't feel pressured to respond immediately, ask for time if you need it. Weigh the pros and cons before making your final decision. If you're fortunate enough to have multiple job offers, compare them side by side. Look beyond salary and consider factors like company culture, growth opportunities, work-life balance, and location. Make a list of pros and cons for each offer to help you make an informed decision that aligns with your long-term goals. Even if you decide not to accept an offer, it's important to decline gracefully. Thank the employer for the opportunity and express your appreciation. You never know when your paths might cross again in the future. Maintaining professionalism ensures you leave the door open for future opportunities. Many candidates make avoidable mistakes during negotiations, such as accepting the first offer too quickly, failing to do research, or being too aggressive. Other mistakes include not getting terms in writing or focusing only on salary. Being aware of these pitfalls can help you avoid them and negotiate more effectively. With remote work becoming more common, many negotiations now happen over email or video calls. When negotiating remotely, be extra clear in your communication and follow up in writing. Pay attention to your tone and body language during video calls, and make sure you have a quiet, professional setting. If you're new to the workforce, you might feel you have less leverage. However, you can still negotiate aspects like start date, training opportunities, or signing bonuses. Focus on your potential and eagerness to contribute. Entry-level candidates who negotiate thoughtfully can set a positive tone for their careers. Senior professionals often have more room to negotiate, including for leadership opportunities, equity, or performance bonuses. Highlight your track record and the impact you can make. Senior-level negotiations may involve more stakeholders, so be prepared for a longer process and more detailed discussions. Benefits can be just as important as salary. Don't hesitate to ask about health insurance, retirement plans, paid time off, or wellness program. If the company can't meet your salary expectations, see if they can improve the benefits package. Sometimes, better benefits can make a job more attractive overall. Sometimes, you may need to negotiate your start date to accommodate personal commitments or transition from a previous job. Be honest about your needs and propose a reasonable timeline. Most employers are willing to be flexible if you communicate clearly and professionally. Remote work is increasingly popular. If working from home is important to you, discuss remote or hybrid options during your negotiation. Highlight how remote work can benefit both you and the company, such as increased productivity or reduced commuting time. Professional development opportunities, such as training, conferences, or tuition reimbursement can be valuable additions to your compensation. Ask about these options during your negotiation. Investing in your growth benefits both you and the employer in the long run. If your new job requires you to move, ask about relocation assistance. This can include moving expenses, temporary housing, or help with finding a new home. Relocation support can make a big difference in your transition and is often negotiable. Signing bonuses are one-time payments offered to new hires. If the salary isn't flexible, ask if a signing bonus is possible. This can help bridge the gap between your expectations and the company's offer, especially if you're leaving another job or relocating. For some roles, especially in startups or tech companies, equity or stock options can be a significant part of your compensation. Ask about the details, such as vesting schedules and potential value. Make sure you understand the risks and rewards before accepting equity as part of your offer. Performance bonuses reward you for meeting or exceeding goals. Ask about bonus structures, eligibility, and how performance is measured. Clear understanding of bonuses can motivate you and add significant value to your compensation package. Work-life balance is increasingly important. Negotiate for flexible hours, remote work, or additional paid time off if these are priorities for you. A healthy balance can improve your job, satisfaction, and productivity in the long run. Sometimes, the job title can impact your future career opportunities. If the offered title doesn't reflect your responsibilities or experience, discuss possible adjustments. A more accurate title can benefit your resume and future job searches. Ask about opportunities for advancement and how performance is evaluated for promotions. Understanding the path for growth can help you decide if the company is the right fit and set expectations for your future. If you have special needs or require accommodations, discuss these during your negotiation. Whether it's for accessibility, childcare, or other personal reasons, most employers are willing to work with you if you communicate your needs clearly and respectfully. If full-time work isn't ideal for you, ask about part-time or flexible schedule options. Many companies are open to alternative arrangements, especially if you can demonstrate how it benefits both you and the organization. Some roles require travel or relocation. If you have preferences or limitations, discuss them during your negotiation. Ask about travel, expectations, relocation support, or the possibility of remote work to accommodate your needs. If your role requires specific equipment, software, or resources, discuss these needs during your negotiation. Ensuring you have the right tools can set you up for success and demonstrate your commitment to doing the job well. Your work environment can impact your productivity and satisfaction. If you have preferences for office setup, location, or team structure, discuss these during your negotiation. A supportive environment helps you perform at your best. Job security can be a concern, especially in uncertain times. Ask about contract terms, probation periods, or severance packages. Understanding these details can give you peace of mind and help you make an informed decision. Negotiating a job offer is a valuable skill that can shape your career and future. Remember to research, prepare, and communicate clearly. Focus on the whole package, not just salary, and be ready to compromise when needed. Stay professional, positive, and always express gratitude. With these strategies, you'll be well equipped to negotiate your next job offer with confidence and success.